Now, the cartoon character Peppa Pig has been blamed for contributing to patients' unrealistic expectations of what they can expect from their GP. Writing in the British Medical Journal, Dr. Catherine Bell suggested that the TV show aimed at preschoolers could be encouraging inappropriate use of services. Well, Dr. Hilary is here with more on this, on just how realistic or unrealistic Dr. Brown Bear is, and probably to offer medical advice to Piers as well on how to prevent yourself catching anything.
We'd all love a GP like Dr. Brown Bear, wouldn't we? Visiting at the drop of a hat. Direct access when you pick up the phone. I've got a cold, come and see me. Doctor comes round, sees you, prescribes inappropriate antibiotics, fueling the problem with antibiotic resistance.
Dr. Brown Bear does a very competent job and takes care of his patients. I mean, what is wrong with aspiring to be as good as Dr. Brown Bear?
Well, absolutely nothing. And if we all expect a bear to walk through the door with a stethoscope around his neck, it's fine if you're a 2-year-old.
More importantly, if your co-worker starts spluttering and sneezing in this proximity to you, what is the best way to avoid it other than the mask I've just been wearing?
What is the appropriate
I think
response?
a tracheotomy would be appropriate.
Seriously, am I now at risk?
No, not really.
Why?
No, because you're such a strong immune system.
No, but to be serious, if a colleague who you sit this closely to starts doing what Susanna's doing, what is the best way to avoid getting
Vitamin C and zinc.
Well, you see, yes. I mean, you've got a minor viral illness that women cope with very adequately, may I say, as opposed to men with men flu.
I'm sure people can barely notice.
So yes, you might be exposed to a few viral droplets and particles, but the likelihood is that you're going to be immune to this particular virus.
Really?
We all come across millions of viruses every day, and we're immune to most of them. It's only one that we haven't come across before, which is particularly virulent. That we
so this idea that if one colleague gets it, you all go down, that's not really true.
No, absolutely not. And we'll have all experienced people who, we've had somebody in the household close to us who had a nasty cold, we don't get it. So we have an immunity. If doctors weren't immune to most colds, there wouldn't be any doctors around, and because they're coming across viruses all the time, aren't they, in the surgery from patients, but they don't all come down. In fact, they build up an immunity over the course of years.
But don't you think, to be on the safe side, really, Piers should clear the vicinity immediately and not come back?
Idea.
I mean, medical advice, do you not think that would be a good idea?
In fact, I'll write something out now.
People are really hating you for this morning, Charlotte.
I've got a theory, Dr. Hilary, that if you tell yourself you're not ill, you don't succumb to your illness. Am I completely bonkers?
I believe you can postpone something. If you've got something important coming up, you can postpone it till a few days later, like an exam or a holiday. I think that's true. And I also think it's very unlikely that people get more than one thing at a time, on the whole. That's a generalisation. But most people only have one thing at a time, and I don't understand the science
I'm going to test out my theory. I'm going
to
to tell myself I'm not sneezing and I'm not ill, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll be fully recovered. Whereas if you keep going on about the fact you're going to get ill, you will actually get ill. That's what I really genuinely think that's the case.
Might be something in that. And
but I haven't done a peer-reviewed study in the Lancet.
Peer-reviewed, don't let him review it. I tell you what, the Canadian academic who said that man flu may have a basis in fact said that the weaker immune systems in male mice, actually, that does exist, that is true, but we have to decide, don't we, whether we're men or mice.
We have stronger immune systems because our duty is to look after the children.
Fortunately, because we're all going gender fluid now, men will be having all the children, or rather people who used to identify as men will now be having children going forward, which hopefully will help our immune system.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah. So I mean, it's so exciting, the future, isn't it?
Well, as long as we all get stronger, then that is a good thing.
Absolutely. As long as we're all feeling empowered. Huh?
Why wouldn't you want people to feel empowered?
You know what? Why don't just this country needs to get a grip.
Okay, we need to get a grip of everything. Thanks very much indeed,
Pleasure.
Dr. Hilary. This guy.